County Airport. There is a lot of misinformation going on here. I see some head shaking already. There is a lot of misinformation going on about the airport. The airport is meant to attract private dollars that'll do several things. First of all, it'll improve the airport with private money, and it will also help the taxpayer. So let me give you a little history on the airport, because it's important. The county airport has been a county airport since 1945. When the federal government was a military base, they turned it over after World War II to Westchester County. Since that day, since the first day, the county has had a private company run the airport for it on a daily basis. I think we have 3 employees, county employees, that are at the airport. Everyone else is the private company. Now, this private company gets paid by Westchester $1 million a year, as well as all of their expenses. Meaning, we, the taxpayer, we pay for all their employees benefits and health care, every bit of work that's done at the airport, so any improvements, they're all done by the county, and every penny of expense. Any revenue that's left over has to stay at the airport. So it's locked there, and it can't be used for general purposes. So it can't be used if you wanted to fix up Dunwoody, or if you wanted to apply to daycare or social services or anything else. It has to stay at the airport. Now, in 1996, Congress passed and President Clinton signed a bill that authorized the FAA to have this privatization program. And what happens is 10 airports, medium and small size, that qualify can apply, and as such can have a public-private partnership that would allow the money that is left over after all the expenses to then be used for general purposes. Another way to either hold the line on taxes or pay for services that we need to pay for, instead of leaving it there basically in a box that you can't use. And so the plan is to go into this program. Now, last year we negotiated with the company, we reached an agreement, we sent it to the board, and the board likes the idea, the concept, but wanted to go out and get more proposals. Okay. So in 2 weeks from today or thereabouts, the proposals are due from any company that wishes to be considered. We need to know what their bid is, and they need to abide by the lease that was drawn up to protect the county, because we will own it, we're not selling it. There's a rumor number 1. The restrictions that are in the lease will keep it from expanding into something that none of us want. I live in the flight path. I'm not far. My town is very close to both the reservoir and to the airport. So I already have planes coming over my head. And on a selfish way, I don't want it either. I don't want it to be a big airport. I want it to be a good, efficient, convenient airport with modern amenities and a good experience for the traveler, but also an opportunity for the taxpayer. And so we'll find out what comes back, but in the restrictions are those runways that were up there cannot be lengthened, cannot have a new terminal. The gates that are there are 4 gates. So who uses the airport? Okay. So if you fly to the airport, there are 4 gates in the main terminal, right? The main terminal is a lot more crowded today because after 9/11, TSA came in and took about 30% of the space. So the terminal can be redesigned from within to recapture a lot of space. But as of today, we've got issues with space. There are 4 gates. It is limited to 4 gates in the lease. The number of gates really restricts the number of planes that can come in and out. Because when a plane comes in, people disembark, the plane has to be cleaned, people board, and then you go. That's a good hour process at least. 4 gates, not LaGuardia North. The 4 gates will restrict it from expanding, as well as other things in the lease. So The passenger cap remains. The lease is very explicit about what can and can't be done, including protections for the environment that have to be in there, which we all care about. The Kensico is there, the reservoir. So there are a lot of issues. Now, we can disagree on some of the issues with regard to the airport, but the misinformation, I'm here to correct. So that is what the lease is. We will find out when we get the numbers back at the end of the month. We will look at these companies to see if they qualify, how much money we would benefit from, and then we all need to make a decision whether we go on with this or not. But that's another way of using an asset that we have and unlocking it for the general purposes of the county. The issue